whatever mic you use is the one that I normally can't hear. And we're live.
What the fuck? Bro, he is the fucking worst. I'm sorry. That is the worst setup ever. Anyways, hey.
It's the same setup every week.
Here. Hey, we're at Love and War.
Absolutely.
And look, we always like being here.
I love it here.
And absolutely.
I missed it. We haven't been here a few weeks.
We haven't been here for a while.
I was sitting there driving. I was like, oh, man, I forgot the exit. What's the exit again? Plano Parkway, right? Plano Parkway.
You're
and
asking the wrong
and we are in...
we are in
Richardson.
Plano. No, we're in Plano. We're in Plano.
Plano.
See, I knew that. But see, usually I GPS. But here, you can GPS. Look, all you got to say is Love and War in Dallas, which is weird because it's Love and War in Dallas, but it's in Plano. It's definitely in Plano. But it's all right. We're having fun out here because I already had like a shot and a drink already.
Oh, you're way ahead of me.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, they're having a concert here tonight. I don't
honestly
know.
Like
I mean, it starts at 8. They're getting ready.
Haven't seen too much commotion about it.
Yeah, no. But I mean, look, you know how rock stars are. Like they usually have. Have you ever? You know, I got done watching that movie about Motley Crue. Love Motley Crue. They're fantastic.
The Netflix one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And so, did you see how they get ready for a show? It's just full of drugs and alcohol. That's all it is. Like it's really. Wait, can we say that? Oh, okay.
Shout out to my fellow Greek American drummer on that.
Oh, is he really? Tommy?
100%.
Tommy is great.
Absolutely.
Hey, shout out to Tom and Pam.
You know what's
a little bit longer.
You know what's well, like he's not like 100% practicing or anything like that. But
right.
Did you ever see the special about Tom and Pam on Hulu?
Hulu?
Yes.
I watched a little bit of it.
So the guy who played the Winter Soldier,
he was Tommy Lee.
He was Tommy Lee. And for some reason, he decided to play him really Greek, right? So in one of the scenes, he's sitting there speaking Greek. He's sitting there making pasticcio for Pamela. I'm like, this is like hilarious. Surreal. None of this happened, right? He's a rock star. It's takeout menus, drugs for dessert, and
that's why I thought that the little documentary on Netflix was great. Like, here's the thing, Motley Crue is one of my favorite bands. Like the whole home is fantastic.
They personified the destructive rock star metal.
It was absolutely great. I want to give a quick hint to our producer because I'm about to get a really bad crick in my back for doing this just because we couldn't get things, but that's all right. Hey,
I'm of the theory that it's a conspiracy right now because
is that what it is?
No. Everyone was annoyed at me moving my hands while I kept talking, and that's gone now.
So now it's just locked in.
So this the mic's fallen, so I'm holding it close.
I've fallen. I can't get up.
This is true.
Oh my God!
We have
you know who else is falling and can't get up? The Chicago Bears. So here's the thing. I hate this.
Here's the thing.
You tried to give me optimism last week, and look what you did.
What did I tell you?
I ripped it out of my heart.
I said if you won that game, there's a lot of forgiveness coming.
You gave me hope, and I had to watch that stupid head coach. Not run another play to get more yards.
That is the problem.
And
that was a huge
watch
problem.
the equivalent of a double doink. It was another one. It was another kicker.
Well, did you hear what he said earlier in a press conference? He blamed the referees for this loss, right? Saying, they held it. Sure. You can do that.
They did. They mauled the center, which they're not.
But again,
they're not
to your point, they had a timeout. They had 30 seconds. They could have gotten 5, 6.
Put Roshan in there, the big back, and let's get 4 or 5 more yards.
Exactly. They could have done a couple different things, right? And they chose not to, right? So that was his decision, and that was his fault.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Like this is mismanagement of the game, which Eberflus has done
and by
time
the way,
and time
the
again.
fact that he's blaming the refs is, again, the equivalent of blaming Stevenson for the Washington loss, right? You're just passing the buck instead of taking responsibility.
But it's these constant decisions that mismanagement of time, mismanagement of situation.
Correct.
Like these are all him, and this is why I don't want us to win. Like I really don't, because here's the thing: we went out. Who gets to keep their job? No, I don't. I don't want Eberflus to keep his job.
Here's the thing, though. From my perspective, look, you have to at least do better win total wise than last year. If you don't, then this whole season was a complete loss, right? That's A. B, I don't think even if they wanted to lose games, they're going to improve their draft stock enough where it's going to make a difference.
No.
Right? No. You got the Raiders. You got the.
I don't think this team is bad. This team is just
the Giants. Horrible. They are.
Wait, hold on. Did you see the news from the Giants today?
Oh my God.
Wait. At least we're not as bad as them. At least we're not as bad as them. To give a man that big contract and be like, hey, never mind. I just need you to. Wait. You picked him over Saquon Barkley, and then now you're like,
I saw a conversation on ESPN the other day talking about what happened, right? And this is what happened, right? Barkley and Jones were free agents at the exact same time.
Yes.
The original plan was to lock Jones in a franchise tag, right? Because the franchise tag is 1 year. 1 more year evaluation per quarterback is perfectly fair.
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
We're okay with that.
They were going to have a conversation with Barkley. Barkley started making outrageous demands. Now, at the time, the outrageous demands were like, I want Ezekiel Elliott's contract.
Yeah, why not?
Well,
the man hurdled somebody doing a 360.
I'm not saying he's not the most talented running back in the NFL.
Give him the money. Look what he's doing in Philly. Give him the money. You could have gave him the money.
Well, here's where things would arrive. And it helps explain what happened eventually with his exit to Philadelphia. They saw his demands, right? Mm-hmm. Then they had the exact same conversation with Jones. And Jones gave pretty reasonable demands.
Of course he did. He didn't have a leg to stand on. He
didn't have a leg to stand on, right? They made a business decision, not a very good GM decisions, right? They got Barkley for cheap for 2 years, right? And they got Daniel Jones on a relatively cheap starting QB contract that's escapable after the season. They're going to eat a little bit of money, but it's not the end of the world. Now, would that have been the correct decision 3 years ago? They should have signed Barkley long term and told Daniel Jones, get the hell out of here. We'll draft somebody new.
Absolutely.
That would have been the correct decision, but they didn't go that route. Yeah. Daniel Jones' agent made a smart and bold move, right? And by the way,
Danny DeVito. Is that his name? Danny DeVito? Is that? I feel like
Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito. I was about to say the penguin is starting for the Giants.
He got immortality status in that community. So you know what? Good for them. They're gonna have some fun watching their Giants play the last few games. So good.
Do you know what the conspiracy theory is right now after that announcement? So Daniel Jones is gonna clear waivers.
Yeah.
They're thinking the Dallas Cowboys are going to sign this man and start him on Thanksgiving against the Giants. Oh my God. I want it to happen. Just for the absolute comedy.
I mean, obviously the conspiracy.
I want it to happen.
It would be funny, but obviously the conspiracy theory with the Cowboys now is we want to, tank the season. Can draft Shador and hire Deion. That's the conspiracy theory.
I would watch the Cowboys if they did that. I would watch the Dallas Cowboys.
I'd have to think Jerry Jones is media savvy enough. Look, you'd have to find a buyer for.
He doesn't want anybody to have the spotlight.
You have to find a buyer for
Dak. Yes, you have to find that. You might eat some money.
I don't know if that's possible. That's the problem.
No, there's some desperate. There's some desperate. But
maybe if the Giants do something stupid, which I'm sorry, the Giants. The Jets do something stupid. Which the Jets being Jets is perfectly plausible. They might even convince themselves that's the correct move.
If the Dallas Cowboys tank and they're able to get Shador and then sign Deion, I would watch the Dallas Cowboys. I'd watch that shit show. that is fantastic.
I don't disagree.
I love Deion. I absolutely love it. Here's the thing. I feel like Deion could bring legitimacy back to the Dallas Cowboys. I think he could.
We don't know.
We don't know it, but I think we can.
You know that Colorado. I have my doubts about it for a very specific reason. 3 days ago, the number one high school recruit in the country signed.
Check one. Of course.
They don't do that for coaches that are about to leave.
Well, but here's the thing. Of course, Deion is going to tell people he's not leaving. But I promise you, if his son goes to Dallas and they fire Mike McCarthy and Jerry says, I want you with him.
Yeah.
He's leaving Colorado. There's no if, and, buts, or about it.
Yeah.
He's leaving Colorado. I don't care what them kids were promised. They'll be in the transfer portal next year, and they'll be around.
Well,
and then Colorado will go back to obscurity, and we'll never talk about them again.
There is the question of how much tanking is possible.
What are the Cowboys record now? How many wins they have? 4?
That's not the issue. The issue is how many more teams are above them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where are they at? Where are they? 4 wins?
If the draft started today, they would be picking number 11.
Oh, they got a tank.
They got
a tank.
Tank is not just a problem. They need some upset wins. Take a guess who will be the number 1 pick right now. If the draft is up tomorrow.
Is Carolina still up?
They are still up there. They finally have their own first round pick. That they are not picking first. Mr. Golden Boy Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars will.
No, they're not. Jacksonville is struggling like that?
Yes.
Yep. Oh my God! Look. Other than the game that we played them in London, I haven't paid attention. I thought Trevor Lawrence was lighting up down there. Never mind.
The Bears obliterated them for a reason.
Oh God.
They were listen. At the time, people were saying, "Like, well, what do we do with this?"
How many wins is Jacksonville? Wait, hold on. How many wins?
I believe they're at 2. I could be wrong.
They're at 2 wins. Where's Jacksonville on here?
Jacksonville is they've become a black hole. I mean, the offensive they just traded their.
Oh, they're 2-9.
They just traded their best offensive lineman.
Jets are 3-8. Jets are 3-8. Oh my God! What a dumpster fire that is. With Aaron Rodgers and everything and the Jets over there. That man turned into a GM and destroyed that team. Oh,
their second round pick is not theirs right now.
As a Bears fan, that's bittersweet. Because Aaron Rodgers, he's been doing so much to us for all these years, and I'm so happy that he's now. Oh my God, there's a lot of 2-win teams. The Giants, Vegas.
And by the way, Vegas.
Tennessee.
If you want me to tell you who is the most likely team to draft Shador, it's Las Vegas.
That's probably. But Dallas,
they've already expressed interest.
Wait, but hold on, Dallas. That's still only a 3-win team. Like they don't They just don't win another game.
Look at the league. We have turned into haves and have-nots. It is actually quite scary. Believe it or not, again, the Cowboys.
Hold on. Wait a minute. The Bears. Are we still in the playoff hunt?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God, the Bears are still in the playoff hunt.
If they win out.
I don't even think we have to win out.
No,
I don't think we need to win out.
No, we have to win
9
out.
wins.
It depends on who we win or who we lose to, but it helps that.
But the NFL sucks.
It helps that two of our losses are to AFC teams, but
Wait, the NFL sucks right now. Look at Seattle is 5-5. Arizona is only 6-4. San Fran is 5-5.
Yes.
Like the Rams are 5-5.
Cleveland beat the Steelers.
But that has nothing to do with us.
It has to do with the fact that the league sucks.
Okay,
well, I mean, yeah. But I mean, and then you got Dallas where they're at, Carolina's where they're at. Like the NFC is trash.
The NFC has turned into a
Tampa Bay is 4-6. Wait a minute. We are legitimately in the hunt, though. Like, we don't need to like win out.
Well, it's tricky because we're still in the worst division, and we're still in the strongest division in the NFL by a mile.
That's fine.
But
we're 4-6. We have the same or better record than a lot of teams in the NFC outside of our division.
Yeah.
Like,
believe it or not, even at that 4-6 record, we're still in the top half of it.
As I'm looking at these records, the 4-6 would be fighting for the divisional spot in any other division in our conference. I know.
Well, we're not, but if
I'm sorry,
if my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike. What are you saying? Right?
I know where you got that from too, because that video is hilarious. Like, how do you disrespect a chef without disrespecting a chef, bro? Like, that was the. I'm sorry. All right. Anyway.
You added bacon. This is coming out.
The stare that he gave to that poor woman, I was like, oh. Why would you look? Even our co-host knew, like, all right, well, I'm just gonna keep eating. I'm not even finna dive into this. Oh my god, I love references. This is great. Anyways, so back to this Packers loss. So, bro, I was so excited for this entire game because we actually had our foot on their neck. We actually were in a. Hold on.
Well, let's first of all let's call it like it is. They took the 7-0 lead. Now we ended up stopping them for the majority of the rest of the first half. But
you realize we were in another situation where Matt Eberflus had a massive percentage to win this game, and he couldn't get it. He couldn't close it out.
I mean, again,
this is why I want him fired. Like, why do we need him?
I don't think he's going to not be fired. Look, owners hear the call of season ticket holders, and we'll respond accordingly. I don't think he's going to get fired during the season.
No. Especially if we go to Minnesota and we look competent. Like, I don't think we can. Well, I don't think you can really.
Heck, I actually have the Bears as a slight favorite in that.
Favorites?
Not favorite per se, but let's just say
better than average.
Better than average chance. Okay. Minnesota's actually been going the wrong direction. They very, very, very quietly. It started. Their slip is starting to show, right? And
is it?
I really believe Darnold is in for a really shitty game.
They're 8-2.
I would not start Darnold in fantasy if you put a gun to my head this weekend.
They're 8-2 though.
Start Darnold in fantasy.
I mean, I don't have Darnold and I won't do it.
I think he does.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, no. Oh, he does. Wait, hold on. Does he have him starting? Wait a minute. Let's go into the fantasy league.
By the way, we've all been kind of going the wrong direction in fantasy, haven't we?
It's pretty bad.
You guys are out of playoff position, and I'm clinging on with my skin and teeth.
No, I mean, I'm not out of playoff position. Like, look, I'm still number 3 in the conference. So, like, listen.
Well, top 6 make playoffs.
So I'm right there. What do you mean? That's me. It's based on the conferences. It's top 3 out of the conference.
No, 6 overall. 100%. Whatever you want to bet.
All right, we'll take a look at that. I don't know. But wait. Hold on. I want to see if he has him starting. I don't even know his team's name. I don't remember. It's something
stupid. Wiley's Winners.
It's Willie's Winners. Like, he did something stupid. Like, he has Winston. He started Winston. Oh.
In that snowstorm. He actually must have got a couple points then.
13 and a half. It's not too bad. I mean, I guess. Whatever.
Did you see that third quarter transpire? It went from nothing to it was just white.
Look, it was a winter snowstorm.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, these poor guys. I mean, can you imagine taking hits when it's cold like that?
I have. I have taken it. Look, I played in Chicago. Like, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. Like, look, getting hit by like a 220-pound linebacker.
And I remember
coming across the middle.
I remember making this point earlier in the early part of that game. I go, these are the kind of games where that kid grew up actually matters.
Oh, absolutely, does.
Right?
Absolutely.
Because you have the wide receiver from Pittsburgh who had a shitty game.
George Pickens.
Pickens.
Yeah.
Guess where Pickens grew up? Georgia. I don't. There's a chance he might have never seen snow.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen. Like, right? It is what it is. But I mean, that's why fantasy is so weird. So I'm in 3 different leagues right now.
Okay.
I'm with y'all. One of my leagues, actually, hold on. I just double checked. I'm pretty sure I'm number 2 with an 8-3. Hold on. Wait a minute. No, wait. I'm not gonna talk out the side of my mouth, even though most of the time I do. But I'm gonna try to be. Yeah, no. Yeah, with an 8-3 record, I'm number 2 right now. So look.
Well,
it's not every.
Here's the thing about fantasy this year. It's been a very weird year. And let me tell you why.
Oh, I have alcohol. You gotta love the staff here at Love and War. Like, look, Love and War, love the staff. Even though the staff was mean to me earlier. Did you know that? They were trying to scare me. I don't know why. I didn't do anything to them, but they were just like, hey, they just felt like they wanted to pop up and be like, I'm just gonna scare this person. So, like, I had no idea why this was a thing. Oh, and now I'm getting my.
Well, hold on. Take it away. Yes.
I'm getting my drink taken away. This is
it's interesting. Fantasy's been kind of chaotic this year because in normal seasons, injuries happen every year. This is just the way things are. But injuries have typically aligned at the running back position.
Yes.
Right. Yes. Now, when an injury happens in a running back position, 2 things happen. One, that particular running back is hurt, but then that particular running back's backup becomes more valuable.
Yes.
Right? When injuries happen to wide receivers on the other hand,
you never know
you don't really have ready-made handcuffs that you can identify. It doesn't usually happen as smooth as that. And more importantly, significant injuries to wide receiver cores affect the QBs as well.
Oh, 100%. Look at Sam Fran. Trash.
One of the things I told you about my team has been slipping is I had C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud came out gangbusters to start the year, but then he lost Nico Collins. He lost Stephon Diggs. And all of a sudden he became
he
super average.
Yeah, he was average.
Right, and right down the average shoot he took me. Now, Nick Collins back. I'm confident about this week. I'm going to make sure things are run. It does help that I started the year 4-0, right? So, yeah. But what's funny is I started this league 4-0, and now I'm currently slotted in the 6th seed. Okay. Meanwhile, my other league, going back to your other analogy, my other league, where I started 1-3.
Yeah.
Guess who's the number 1 seed?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Anything can happen.
So anything can really happen.
You can't have the same draft strategy for all leagues. If you're gonna do multiple leagues, I will say that.
What I always tell people,
just in case,
never draft the same player in the first round.
Oh, absolutely not.
I got a friend. He's actually in our league. He took Breece Hall in both leagues, and he's not a playoff position in either league.
Yes,
because Breece Hall has been abysmal.
Yeah.
Right? And I told him, it's like, listen, it's fine if you like one player, take him in one league, but you risk injuries, and B, you risk what's worse is not just injuries, but just non-performance. Right? The first round of this year's draft was a disaster zone, right? I mean, you could tell us tales about CMC, who still hasn't shown up yet for the season. You know, 2 mediocre games in a row is not going to help you, right? You know, I can make a case that Chubb, who has a better chance of winning me a division title than CMC on yours. Right? I mean, Chubb had a great game last night. Now, granted,
he had like 40 yards
and 2 touchdowns.
He had 40 yards. I don't care. Whatever.
I'll take my 20 points.
Whatever. Hey, look, CMC and Alvin Kamara are going to bring me out of the depths, and I'm going to bank them. So, look, this is how this is going to go. So, forget you and that horse you rode in on Friday.
But you also lost a key wide receiver.
I did. So, who had you?
I believe it was the Tampa Bay wide receiver.
Chris Godwin. Godwin killed me.
Who was having a career year.
So, I was scrambling for all different kinds. Who did I end up going with?
Actually, you know, you grabbed Shakir.
Shut up. Yes, I do listen. I like sometimes I listen. I forgot who dropped him, but I was like, hey, I'm just gonna go ahead.
You know, I made an unfortunate trade. I picked up Pittman. I thought I was buying low, and I was like, oh no, he isn't as low. He isn't as low.
No, he's definitely not. Anthony Richardson is not a good quarterback. Gardner Minshew is not the savior.
I had a feeling that when Richardson lost his job, he didn't work. I mean, the guy had 100 catches last year. It's like, to me, I thought I got him for a song, but in case you're wrong, you make calculated decisions. You make some of them work out, some of them don't. Right? Thinking about fantasy moving forward, it's interesting because there are so many teams right now looking to tank that it's really hard to evaluate fantasy players going into these next few weeks, right? Yep. Because what's the worst thing for a wide receiver playing on a team that's up 3 touchdowns? Guess what you're not going to get?
Yeah, you're done.
You're done.
Run game here. Where's the running back to?
Right, it's kill the clock and
have you ever seen the late this bad? Like, when's the last time like it truly was? There is half of the echelon, and then just everything else. It's not. There's no middle ground. Like the entire league is split. Where it's like
we just made comments. Half the NFC is middle ground, right?
Would
San
you consider below
Arizona? They're all within one game or they're at 500.
I've never seen a league where the majority of teams are below 500. You're talking about like when we went through it. Hold on, let's go through it again. This is not a middling of the road type thing. Dallas is 3-7. Carolina is 3-7. Chicago is 4-6. Where's another one? Tampa Bay is 4-6. New York is 2-8. San Fran is 5-5. This isn't like Seattle is 5-5. This isn't like average teams. These teams suck. It's pretty much Detroit, Minnesota, and Philly, and that's it. Everybody else is trash.
I still have my doubts about Minnesota. Right? I get you that their record is.
It's 8-2. Like regardless of what you want to, it's 8-2.
You are right. You're not wrong, right? But I truly believe Philly, Detroit are head and shoulders above. And even if Minnesota makes the playoffs, which I think they will, they'll be exposed then. Right or wrong, right? And the fact is, Darnold, he's been extremely admirable, right? But the challenges that he's shown in the past are showing up again.
Did you see who got their first loss? Just because somebody commented and actually told me to shut up, I'm actually not about to drive this home because of them. And this is all their fault. So, and they know who they are when I'm about to say this. Did you see Kansas City got their first loss? Huh? Did you see that? Did you see how they got their first loss? Look, Josh Allen just running it in. Look, don't tell me to shut up. Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, Kermit the Frog got his loss. Finally.
I mean, Josh Allen is all kinds of man.
He's a beast.
The memes about him are starting to collect.
It's not Kermit the Frog.
I mean, he's been mediocre all year. And
so you get a bottle of water. I get it.
Because I'm polite. So thank you. She heard me coughing and took pity on me. Of course, I can't open it.
Okay. See, I hold your dehydration in my hand.
Thank you.
Oh my God, this is hilarious. I love this.
Absolutely. But anyways, Mahomes has been below average at best.
I don't like I agree with you.
What's funny is the AFC overall is so much better than NFC. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah, it's grossly. Just look at the AFC North by itself. Like it's grossly.
You know what? Which division has got good and no one's noticing? The West. Okay, now the Raiders are fodder, right?
I was going to say, I was like, where are you going? You saying Denver's good? Is that what we were saying? Denver's good?
Have you not seen what they've done in their last three opponents?
I've seen a little bit of it.
Okay, it's become noticeable. And of course, the Chargers right now, I think.
So you're saying Sean Payton's a good coach?
I was talking about this with a friend of mine the other day. Talking about why Russell Wilson was a complete disaster in Denver, but all of a sudden they draft the fifth quarterback off the board in Bo Nix and
lighting it up.
I sit there and I say, Payton had a system he had in place with Drew Brees.
Okay. They created that together. Did you see that?
Yes.
They created that together.
Russell Wilson is not Drew Brees in any way, shape, or form.
He's also a diva.
Russell Wilson, I'm sure my running theory is he tried to get Russell Wilson to adapt and use the reads that Brees would use. And Russell Wilson, I don't know what you're talking about. I got Super Bowl. I'm not interested. Right? And of course, he was cut. Famous.
Yeah.
Now.
And now Pittsburgh is talking about they have two quarterbacks.
What's Sean Payton saying? I'm going to get the quarterback who most closely resembles Brees in both aesthetics, playability. People think Brees Hall of Fame career, yada yada. He was not. He didn't start off like that.
San Diego,
he was a middle second round pick for San Diego. Yes. And they replaced him with Phillip Rivers.
Yep.
And they let him go. Right? So, he's not a quarterback that the whole world was trying to chase after or give a big contract to. Sean Payton.
But he was moldable. That's what he was.
He was proficient in the skill sets that fit Sean Payton's system.
Yeah.
And the running theory is Bo Nix has a similar skill set.
Good for them.
Will Bo Nix be as good as Drew Brees? I don't know. But when people sit there and say, "Oh, you can't say that yet," well, Drew Brees wasn't considered anything special when he came into the league. He was this close to bagging groceries for a living until Sean Payton says, "I'll give you one chance."
Who else bagged groceries before they won the Super Bowl?
Yeah, good order.
So bagging groceries ain't so bad. You can bag groceries and you can go ahead and win a Super Bowl on the greatest show on turf.
Well, he bagged groceries because the league he was in paid him
arena football.
$20,000 a year to play.
Right.
Low, legit.
I know. I saw the documentary. I knew it. I was there. I understand.
It wasn't just him. It was everyone in that league was doing a second job.
Have you ever seen the arena football? Have you been to a game?
I've never been to.
I've been to one game. And it's just really like a reason to drink and watch football. There's no substance behind it. and I was like, it's not.
I
see why they went into the dirt.
Why are they still? Are they still
they're
alive?
not. No,
okay,
no. The arena football. You know what it turned into? Lingerie football. That's what it turned into. And they do it like annually. It's like maybe they do it annually for like once a month a year.
Sure.
No, not once a month. It's like a month. This is like a month-long tournament of like these lingerie things. It's entertaining to watch, but I mean, other than like the Yankees, nobody's watching it. But that's what it turned into. Like, but no, the actual arena football league, no, that doesn't. No, it does not exist. Now we have the XFL with the Rock and everybody. Like, I guess whatever. That piece of shit. Sorry. Anyways, hey, so going on to this week, Minnesota, Chicago.
Like I said,
is there any look before I get my dreams crushed again this weekend? Is there anything to look forward to? Because I'm not. Because I took your advice last week, and then I got crushed. So I don't want this again.
What advice did I give exactly? I said if they could win this game.
I don't know. You kept giving out stats where it was just like, oh, maybe we can beat the Packers. Oh, this would be cool. I'll watch it. And then
they should have beat the Packers.
And then look, I was getting excited during the game, and I was like, oh my God, we might beat the Packers. And then lo and behold, we had another double doink.
I will say this. How about I give you a pessimistic perspective. Eberflus still has not won a Sunday afternoon away game.
That can't
be. No, it's true.
Is that a real stat? Why is he not fired? Like, why did we keep him? Like, wait. He's not won a Sunday? What? That's not a real stat.
Sunday away game.
That can't be a real stat.
They've won away games on Thursday. They've won away. They've won.
He's never won an away game on Sunday. Are we away? We're not. We're in Chicago this week. Correct. But I still don't feel optimistic about it.
Well,
can somebody give me some optimism? All of y'all just sitting there quiet.
The offense has actually had a full week to work with the offensive coordinator.
Correct.
So Thomas Brown, we believe it. Is that what I'm hanging on to?
You believe it a lot more than I do.
I don't know. I just want a reason to watch this game. Like, give me a reason to watch.
Are you really not going to watch this game?
He's going to watch this.
So my God. Can y'all look? I'm talking. God bless it. Like, y'all act like y'all ain't been here before. Shut up. Here's the thing. I want a reason to enjoy the game. Is that better? Yeah. Is that a better phrasing?
A week with the offensive coordinator, who he had never spoken to.
Which is crazy because where did we promote him from? He was the passing game coordinator. What do you mean you never spoke to him? He's the passing game coordinator. Mm-hmm. How did you, for this entire year, didn't speak to him? What does that mean? Mm-hmm. What do you mean, Caleb? I need you to elaborate on that. He's the passing game. That means, look, your job, it comes up two things: hand the ball off and pass. So the coordinator for half of your job, mm-hmm. and you didn't speak to him? I don't understand it.
Also, Roshan is probably going to pay more than Swift because of the growing.
I don't believe that. By the way, can I mention something for fantasy? Did you guys not realize you're playing each other again?
Yeah, I did.
I did.
Yep, I did.
I'm not even. Look, fuck him.
Same record.
Me
and my terrible drafting.
The loser of this game.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, the loser of this game.
Uh-huh.
Send the sayonara note with you because mm-hmm. That's we call that the.
I'm actually okay with it.
Remember the sleeper hold from the WWF, Jake the Snake.
I'm actually okay with this. I'm actually okay with this because I'm going to beat him.
Who won last time?
Your mama. Anyways,
okay.
So back to what I was saying.
Oh, no. Me and my terrible drafting, though. You are terrible drafting.
We
laughed at Javon during the draft. Oh, I can't believe he picked this and that. Same record.
You know what I find funny about...
But like everybody talked about your drafting, not just me.
Yep, same record.
but not just me.
Same.
Shut up. Can we fire him? Like, can we do that? Is that a thing?
You could. What are you about to say, Niko?
So for starters,
fire him.
Can we remember who the second round pick for Javon was?
Exactly.
Quarterback.
Yes. Where is Mr. Caleb Williams?
He'll be in next week.
Next week. Okay.
You see how ridiculous this sounds?
He thought so. Winston against the Pittsburgh defense in the snowstorm. You're lucky you got 13 out of that game, dude.
Bro, I was watching.
Lucky stars.
I was watching that game, and I'm like, Jameis Winston was just throwing it up, and like he was just literally getting lucky.
They all were throwing.
Like I was literally like I saw Jameis like run to the outside. It was the fourth quarter. I saw him run to the outside, and like he just like tossed it up to like Jerry Jeudy, and I was like, you can't see him.
Yeah.
There's no way you see him over there. And he just tosses it up, and all of a sudden Jerry Jeudy just comes down with it. It's like, wait, what? Wait, what did you just do? That nobody knew what was going on in that game. And the crazy thing is, Pittsburgh gave away that game. Because look, 2.5 minutes in the fourth quarter, 2.5 minutes, they picked Jameis Winston because again, he's just throwing it out there. He doesn't know what he's looking at. He throws it out there, and they get picked off. You have 2.5 minutes. Mike Tomlin, why can't you close this game out? Why can't you close this game? Out of all people, why can't you, when you're winning, you can't close this game out? I don't know. That was insane.
Because Tomlin hasn't won a Thursday night division game ever. Conference game ever.
That feels like
I mean,
and that's it.
Are there some of these ridiculous stats? Like y'all just here's the thing, y'all just be throwing out these stats and numbers, and like I have a hard time believing y'all, but I don't have the energy to look it up right now.
I will say this,
but I don't believe y'all.
Do you know what the line was last night? No,
it was 3.5. Yeah, it was 3.5.
And everyone's like, "Why is it only 3.5?" I was like, "Because it's a trap game."
And it's a division game.
Oh wow!
Every division game, like unless like the team absolutely is trash. Like there is probably going to be close to like it's not going to be over 5. It's just not going to be like unless they're completely dog shit. Like they're not. It's not going to be over 5.
He keeps changing the subject, but I want to keep talking about.
No, I don't want to keep talking about it.
Do
you see that we have a time limit?
Do we want to talk about who's on bye week for Eli?
Yeah,
Mr. Alvin Kamara on bye. Mr. Allen on bye. Mr. Shakir on bye, and you are. This is Hurt Festival right here.
but you saw I found replacements for every single one of them.
Finding replacements is easy. Finding good replacements is the question.
Okay, look, we're gonna talk about this next. And when he's over there crying like a little punk at,
we'll be there Sunday. We'll see.
Whatever. I'm just
right now. Listen, you are a 40-60 dog.
So yeah, hey, look, we still in this. So I need y'all to back it. The fact that here's the thing. What's worse? The fact that I had all those buys and I still win, or that he beats me by a couple points. It's like beating up like a crippled kid. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's not. Are you really excited about that?
You know,
yes.
When the playoffs start, nobody remembers how
you
many
beating
times...
up crippled kids.
No.
Nobody remembers this?
Nobody remembers.
Nobody remembers the abuse you had to a disabled person? Shut up. Y'all are terrible. Y'all are horrific people.
Hey, man, we
will all be
on this stage, we had conversations, and I gave quotes about how Jenny was...
she deserved all of that.
She was an honorable girl, so let's not... beating up crippled kids is the ethos of the show. I'm joking.
We are fucking stupid. I'm okay with it. Hey, wait. He signaled to us to go to the topic, but at this point, I don't know what the topic is.
No. We were supposed to talk about...
What are we talking about?
The two big movies coming out this weekend.
Were you talking about that?
Gladiator II and Wicked.
Wait, that somebody already seen without everybody else. So
I specifically said, "Are we all gonna go see it?"
We did talk about this. Like we absolutely.
No, I went out Wednesday night by myself. Didn't even say anything.
We talked about this. We were like, because we were debating, and because we were going to talk about it on the show. Then afterward, we were going to say, "All right, we made the decision. This is the movie we're going to go see." And then somebody, this funny. So I rode with him here, and because he kept ignoring the text messages, and then because I know him, I was like, we're sitting in the car. I was like, "You already said it, didn't you?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I know it. This is why you were ignoring the messages, because you already seen it." I hate him so much. He's such a piece of shit sometimes.
Well, but case in point, he did that for Wicked and not Gladiator 2.
So then we got to go see Gladiator 2. Then that's a wrap. It is what it is. I'll go see Denzel. I don't care. Look, what we do in life.
Sure.
Live out in eternity. Like, I'll do it.
So did you hear the latest on Denzel Washington? There's good news and bad news. Which one you want to hear?
I don't know, because every time I say that, you always do the opposite. Like, I don't know.
Oh my God. The opposite?
I don't know. Every time I've said, you have done the opposite. You never do what I want the bad news. Give me the bad news. I feel like every time you do this, like the bad news equals the good news.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to you in the proper order, right? So, since you can't decide.
I said I want the bad news.
He was just tapped to be in the new an MCU villain. Specifically,
Dormammu.
Dormammu.
Yeah, Dormammu. Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that.
Yeah.
The bad news.
Why is that bad news? Wait, that was the good. Oh my God.
It may be his last role.
Oh my God! See, look, wait. He just proved my point.
That was the.
That's not the standard. The standard is always the bad news first. That is the standard.
And I would have said he just announced his.
But you said that after.
Role. No, I said no. I told you I would give it to you in the order that it makes sense.
It doesn't. No.
Yes.
No, you want the bad news first. You want the bad news first, because look,
he's retiring, but he's got one more role.
Exactly. Yes. You do the bad news first.
Okay.
And look, if you're gonna stab me, and then make sure you pull out the knife and heal me back to health. What do you mean? Yes. Yes. Hey, look. Hey, I just stabbed you in the ribs, but I got you. I got some gauze and I got some stitches. I got you. You're gonna live. What? No, you don't do the. Hey, guess what? We're gonna do this. Deal with that. What? No, that's not how that works. That's not how this works at all. So no. Oh God, I hate you. Anyways, that's fine. I'm gonna go see Gladiator because some piece of crap person just wants to do things so inconsiderately. Like, I ain't never met a more inconsiderate person. And look, I've tried to rival for that top spot a lot of times. And look, I still get beat out. Look, I'd be trying. I try.
Are you gonna watch The Piano Lesson on Netflix? Denzel is part of that too.
Who's talking right now?
The producer's asking me if we're going to watch a movie I've never heard of before in my life.
You've never heard of The Piano Lesson?
I have not heard of this.
Oh, it's a prominent black play. That they turned into a movie for Netflix with Denzel. Denzel's son.
His most underrated role was picket fences? Something fences.
Fences.
It's just fences, right?
Just fences. You know who did the play?
Mufasa. Yes, I was going to say James Earl.
No, you say it. Mufasa.
It was
Mufasa.
Why can't it be Darth Vader? He'll always be Darth in my mind. Mm-hmm. I'll never forget the most absolutely mystifying thing I've ever heard in my life. The day he died, it went viral. The original clip of Darth Vader with the voice of the actual actor.
With the guy who's actually playing.
The guy was Scottish, right? And George Lucas at the time says, "Who the heck is this? Really Darth Vader? Darth Vader? This sounds like so unintimidating."
Can we talk about the Love and War staff again? Look,
yes.
I love them to death. Certain people of the Love and War staff, and they just be doing random things. Look, they see a whole video thing going on, and they're like, "Hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my arm all the way through. Wait a minute, hold on.
Hey,
I was just kidding.
She brought me water.
I was just kidding.
I didn't even ask for it.
Hey, run away. I can't run away.
She's aces in my book.
Oh my God, I don't want to break the equipment, but I want to run away. What is going on?
No, breaking the equipment is what our producer does.
I think that's what he did. Like, this is rough.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. Well, we have a countdown producer.
God, have we really been talking this long?
Me and you talking back and forth for an hour? Get the hell out of here.
Who designed this?
Who thought this was a good idea? We're gonna go back in time and kill that guy. Anyways, well, again, let's thank Loving War for letting us produce one more time here. Right? We're looking forward to more broadcasts here, more broadcasts and other locales related to them. But we'll talk about that on a different day. I have confidence this weekend. I don't know why, man. Like I said, we were definitely going the right direction for the majority of that game. It's like our producer just said, another week of practice with the new offensive philosophy, I think is going to help a lot. They are getting healthier, and at the end of the day, I'm not a big believer in Darnold as a big time threat. So I think he's going to get completely obliterated on Sunday by the Bears defense.
Hey, look, I'm trying to get on your optimism level. You know how I get on your optimism level? It's just keep drinking. Damn it.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
The line couldn't get out of the
did you see me there? Did you see me come to the bar on
I didn't see you come anywhere.
The New England game? Did you see me show up for the New England game?
No.
What did that tell you?
Oh, you came to the Packer game.
But what did that tell you about the New England game?
I mean,
what did you think? What did I think was going to happen? I thought they were going to. I thought they were going to lose, not embarrass themselves. But regardless, here we are.
All right.
But anyways,
boys and girls. Appreciate you.
All right, so
you didn't compliment my hat one time.
Very nice.
I need you to compliment my hats.
I'm surprised you didn't say anything. Where's my coat?
You probably need it. It's chilly out here.
Well,
like they put us out here to go.
Can I tell you why I lost the damn thing? Can I tell you? Can I tell you where I lost it?
Where did you lose it?
On the table after the Washington game. I was so distraught.
You just threw it.
I was so distraught.
Did you see me when that happened? I couldn't even move. Look,
did you see the videos of all of us?
Oh my God, it was bad. Like somebody.
We should post it. It's fun. It's hysterical.
So one of our friends came up to me. She tried to hug me. I didn't hug her. I was like, I didn't even know she was like there until like after the fact. I was like, oh, somebody tried to hug me. I was like, I can't do this. Like this is bad.
The owner of that particular bar. He gave us I said that particular part. He gave me a copy of the security camera.
Oh my God! Why can't we we need to post that.
We need to post that.
Oh
I was dead center. You're a little off to the left. But he said it was the funniest expression I've ever seen in my life, and he's not wrong. It's hysterical.
I hate all of y'all. All right, Tom.
All right.